As an East German who was raised on communist ideology, Martin Hedgecoe was a confirmed atheist. But one day he met some believers who invited him and his friends to a small gathering.
We came there and just for discussion and wanted to prove it all false, but somehow we continued praying and we continued talking. And by this I started thinking, and it must have been the grace of God that I was able to overcome my mindset of a world without God and to see, whoa, there might be a God. And this was the starting point.
Martin accepted Christ's salvation in Nordhausen, Germany in 2002. Only a few months later, as a new believer living in Halle, Germany, Martin began searching for a church. Although Halle had a celebrated past as the birthplace of George Friedrich Handel, and as the first place where a Bible society was founded, the town had declined in recent decades. When the Berlin Wall fell, almost 1.5 million people left East Germany. Halle was especially hard hit. Years of communism and the sinking economy left Halle with high unemployment, hopelessness, and disintegrating nuclear families. The first Eastern Mennonite missions workers in Halle tilled the hard soil there from 1991 to 1997. Their work was difficult and often discouraging. Later, when an EMM team arrived in 1999, they started meeting in their homes with just a couple other believers. And gradually a church emerged with the appropriate name of Soli Deo, Latin for only with God. Martin began to participate at Soli Deo.
I was surprised, amazed of that friendliness and welcoming atmosphere. As I noticed later, this is because of a different way of living the faith. You, as American, as Mennonites, brought into it. So this is what I experienced when I was looking for a church. It is known in Halle that we are special that way, especially welcoming. Our church is a good example of how a few people, like two families, can start a church, start building up a strong community of believers, which become a family.
Despite some difficult struggles, Soli Deo is emerging strong with a small core of believers who are serious about discipleship, learning how to forgive, and learning how to grow spiritually. Martin is now a worship leader in the church.
What Soli Deo is now, a church started by EMM people, now standing on own feet. That's great. And if that continues, this is what Germany needs, this is what Halle is needed, and I hope that continues.
Discipling believers in Germany is one more way that Eastern Mennonite Missions is, together with Christ, transforming the world.